Good morning everyone. So this time another topic no na mahalagang i-discuss natin since our subject is entrepreneurship. So this one is important since we are of course nasa beginning part of establishing an entrepreneurship. Mahalaga ito sa atin kasi dapat no sa mga nagbi-business importante na we abide from the mandate of the government, no. So bakit nga ba kailangan nating mag-abide? Of course, walang exempted dito as part of this country, no. Kailangan talaga nating mag-abide, and in any place naman kung tayo ay mag-engage into an economic activity, kailangan legal yung ating mga ginagawa, no? So, ano nga ba yung topic natin na legalities in business? This one is about the laws or rules or yung mga legal requirements, no? Na meron dapat si business na dapat fina-follow nito, no, as it operate properly para of course maiwasan natin yung penalties. So pag pinag-uusapan natin yung legalities in business, no, we are focusing doon sa pag-register ng business natin, and of course yung licensing, yung pangalawa naman dito yung kanyang structure, and of course kasama na din dito yung mga contracts and agreements, yung compliance natin sa tax, and then yung laws in relation sa labor, no, labor laws natin, yung consumer protection laws. Okay, and then the intellectual property protection, and of course the health, safety and environmental regulation. So yun yung kasama doon sa legalities in business. So in simple terms, no, ito yung mga legal responsibilities natin and regulations that help a business operate ethically. It protect stakeholders and avoid legal problems. So ano nga ba ito? Yung number one dito, as you can see, we have the business registration and licensing, no. So kailangan nating i-register yung business name natin, we secure permits, and of course we obtain licenses required para makapag-operate tayo legally. Okay, so for medium to large scale businesses, kailangan pa nga nila yan i-register yung business nila sa SEC or yung tinatawag nating Securities and Exchange Commissions, no. So in here nire-require nila na ang isang corporation dapat meron siyang tinatawag na articles of incorporation at saka yung bylaws na sinasabi. Pag sinabi nating article of incorporation, para itong actually para siyang birth certificate ng corporation. So ano nga ba itong mga documents na to na kailangan nating i-submit, no, doon sa SEC? So first of course yung name ng corporation natin, and then yung purpose ng business natin, no, or kung ano ba yung layunin ng business natin, ano ba yung type ng business natin, and of course yung address ng ating business, yung mga founders or yung tinatawag nating mga incorporators, yung stock, yung number of shares, and of course yung number of directors, no. It's just that the purpose of this one is to validate, no, that the business, no, is legal. Okay, so when we say bylaws, as you can see dito, kailangan din nating isubmit ito doon sa SEC. Ang bylaws naman, this one is like an internal rule book ng corporation natin. Okay, so naglalaman ito ng mga rules, no, mga protocols kung papaano patatakbuhin yung company, no. Usually ang nakikita dito, we have yung duties and powers ng officers, directors, no, and then papaano mag-gather ng mga tao to conduct a meeting paano yung voting procedures, paano yung election of officers, yung mga roles and responsibilities ng bawat board of directors, and of course yung policies and operating rules ng corporation. So this one, kung makikita natin, it's a guide, no, on how to operate the corporation. Okay, so the difference of this one, yung articles of incorporation, ito yung mga nagtatag or yung mga bumubuo ng corporation. While yung bylaws naman, ito yung mga rules, yung mga guidelines, it's like a Bible para mas mapag-igihang i-operate yung isang business na yon. Okay? So, aside from the articles of incorporation and bylaws, no, kailangan ding mag-submit ng tinatawag na affidavit. Okay, so treasurer's affidavit signed by the incorporators for notarization. Okay, and then the third one here is to obtain business permits from local government units or LGUs. You need to secure a barangay clearance from the barangay hall, a mayor's permit from the mayor's office. You need also to secure a business permit to operate from the business permit and licensing office and pay necessary fees. Now, just to relay my experience here in Ilagan, no, there's no need for barangay clearance kasi it's automatically when you register your business in the LGU, no, nandun na lahat, pati DTI, pati yung Bureau of Fire, okay, and of course yung licensing, and of course you need to pay necessary amount for the registration of your business. Okay, so for me, small scale lang naman yung business ko, which is the store, sari-sari store. Okay, but then I required to pay 5,000. Okay, 5,000. Kasi bakit ganun kalaki? Na-separate kasi yung yung licensing ni ang tawag mo dito, yung sa cigarette at saka yung liquor. And then the number 4 step here is to process with the Bureau of Internal Revenue. Okay, you need to secure the following from the BIR. This part is, part of this one is yung obligation natin to pay for the taxes. So, kailangan natin mag-secure ng certificate of registration from the Bureau of Internal Revenue, and then certificate of registration of books of account, cash register machine, or point of sale machine, or yung POS, or authority to print receipt and invoices. Okay, actually dito, if you want to have yung mga resibo, ganyan, no, sa BIR yun naman yung trabaho nila. Of course, may babayaran ka doon. And then number 5, we need to register our employees with relevant government agencies. No, this is part of our obligations as the owner or as the employer. No, we need to register them sa BIR for personal income taxing. For Social Security System or SSS naman for Social Security. Okay? And then, the same is true dun sa Pag-ibig or yung Home Development Mutual Fund for housing benefits. These two are actually, sa private na mga establishments, itong SSS, kasi sa sa government naman, we have the GSIS. Okay? Ayun nga, so pwede tayong maka-loan dito, yung sa Social Security System, SSS, at saka Pag-ibig, no, meron silang mga ino-offer na loans, okay, gaya na lang ng calamity loan, emergency loan, ganon. So ano bang nangyayari dito sa dalawang ito? Just to give you an overview or an idea about this one, ang obligasyon ni employer, magbayad siya nung part niya doon sa SSS. Ibig sabihin, ikaw na empleyado, may babayaran ka sa SSS na contribution mo. At the same time, si employer magbabayad din sa SSS or Pag-ibig, no, nung kanyang part. Pero that will go to your benefit as an employee of the organization. Yun. And then of course, mahalaga din itong PhilHealth na to for health insurance benefits kung in case na magkaroon ng unexpected na pangyayari, hospitalization, ganun. So mahalaga si PhilHealth. Okay, so yun lang naman. And then at the bottom of it, we have the types of corporate business entities in the Philippines, the domestic corporation and the foreign corporation. So that's all under legalities, no, legalities of business.